Good evening, all you horror wrestling fans out there. This is Wrestling with the Horror of It All, and today on the chopping block is a modern film classic, The Blackening. But first up is our dark match of the day, WWE Raw on Netflix recap for June 16th, 2026. We're the Not Funny Guys. I'm Casey, and this is my former visionary, Eric Housen, because he is fired as of this moment. You are fired.
Oh. Wait, what? Wait, what happened? How'd I get fired? Wait, what?
Because you didn't
This
catch.
is news.
Because you didn't catch when last week, and I was doing the opening, and I said Raw on Netflix recap for June 28th, 2026. Instead of June 8th. And I caught it when I was editing the audio. You didn't catch it. You're fired.
I'm
You
a believer.
Are cursed. Give me all your money, Housen.
Never.
I want all your human money.
I don't.
Gosh, it's still in the recording, by the way. I didn't take it out. It's still there. I was like, fuck it. It's the 28th.
Wow, you like jumped ahead like 2 weeks on that
I
one.
don't know. No fucking clue how that happened. How you doing?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
I'm good.
It's a busy week. It's a fast week.
Fucking
It was a very fast week.
Shit, you ain't joking. It is a fast fucking week, my friend.
The fastest.
It's
Go Knicks.
It's also
The Knicks
furious
have won.
as fuck.
I know you're excited.
So I don't follow sports ball. Did the Knicks win? Like, did they actually win, or
Yes,
did
they
they win a
won.
thing and there's another game?
They won the championship. They are the NBA champions of 2026.
And this is a big thing for what reason?
They won the basketball Super Bowl.
No. I understand that.
Okay.
I understand they won WrestleMania. What I don't understand is why is everyone so up in arms that the Knicks won and so excited? Has this never happened before?
It has been 53 years. And the Knicks being New York, Madison Square Garden team. They've had a lot of celebrities courtside forever, and they have had a lot of close calls. I'm not really a basketball fan. I'm not really a Knicks fan, so I can't really speak to all of it. Shame on me, I'm sure, but ultimately, it's just a big freaking deal. It's been 53 years. I'm pretty sure 53 years.
All right.
That's a long time for any team to have a drought of a world championship or American championship, technically.
I was gonna say that.
Somewhat world, because there are Canadian teams. I guess that's always kind of the workaround.
I don't follow this sports ball bullshit. Like, I just
know.
don't. I don't get it. Like, I could care about the Knicks, which I don't. I could care about the World Cup, which I don't, and that's in my backyard tomorrow.
It is in your backyard. Scotland has been loving Boston.
I've heard that Boston bars are trying to be like, we're running out of liquor. Like, I really saw an article that says that Boston bars are starting to run out of liquor because they are being drunk.
The Scots have drunk you dry. Boston's being drunk under the table in their own city.
I know. Could you imagine if it was around St. Patty's Day and how awful it would be?
Well, I mean, it would be an interesting one because, St. Patty's, it's not Scottish.
No, but I'm thinking about, like, if this incident were happening where just the game was drinking people out from under the table and taking it out all the alcohol on top of St. Patty's Day, when everyone's drinking all the alcohol. There'd be no alcohol in the
Or
state.
heck, I mean, you got to get ready for July 4th even, really.
I'm going to need all the alcohols for July 4th with the way this country
is... Humans' alcohols?
God. Did you see that the UFC, this is tangentially related to WWE, okay. Did you see that the UFC ring and stuff fucked up the front yard? Like what do they call is it the Rose, not the Rose Garden, it's the whatever the fucking front yard is of the White House. They screwed it up. Like, it was on there so that it's going to have to be closed for a year for renovations to fix all the damage.
What happened?
All of that weight, because they put out floors. They had to level it out and put out hard floors. So just the weight and everything killed all the grass and stuff. So they've said they're going to have to close it for a year to renovate. Which probably, honestly, it's probably not a full year renovation, but the way it'll end up working is somehow the president will be like, this grass needs to go. I want concrete, marble, It needs to be marble floor with my face on it, and that's probably what will end up happening.
Your impression, by the way, spot on.
I know I'm really good at impersonating the president of the Trump and the countries of the world. Uh,
I feel like it's a mix between like Trump and like Woody Allen. And yeah, I'm gonna take over the whole world. Like I'm not doing a good one either.
oh my God, that's gonna be our new podcast. When we bring
No, we have
back
too many. I'm running out of time.
when we bring back not funny politics, we all have to have a character like that. John will be Clifton. That's
We'll
just
hate
the
it.
character
We'll
we're
hate
gonna do for him.
it. Oh, we
Uh,
will get to Clifton. We will
we're
get
gonna
to
get to
Clifton.
Clifton. Yeah, so
Fucking Clifton.
sports balls are happening. I got some balls last week. I think my balls came in last week.
Okay. You know what? You do your girl. No shame here. Happy Pride, everyone.
I they do for the Pokemon Wave 2, they did excuse me. They did kickballs, Pokeball kickballs. So it's a regular kickball, regular size kickball, but it's just
Mhm.
colored to look like a Pokeball. So I managed to secure a regular one, but I really wanted a Master Ball and a Great Ball. And I was able to get one online. Somehow the order went through on Target. So I got three balls. A regular Pokeball, a Master Ball, and a Great Ball. So
Well, as long as your doctor knows you have three balls and hasn't really told you to take any action, you'll be
he
fine.
does. He does. And I then had to explain to a 5-year-old how to play dodgeball. And I really
We're not talking
no,
about the same balls now, right? I mean, because we need to talk if that's the case.
no,
You're gonna
no.
be
But
fine.
no, but as I was teaching him dodgeball, I really wanted to just pick up a wrench and throw it at him.
If you can dodge a wrench, you
I
can
can
dodge a
dodge a
ball.
ball.
So stupid. Like such a stupid moment in a movie that
I've
like
never seen that
why
movie,
did
by the
we
way.
like it? I
I've
don't
still never
know.
seen that movie.
You're not really
I
I don't know.
know.
I don't know that you're really missing much.
I
One
know.
day maybe we'll have to do like the Owen Wilson,
Oh dear God.
um, Will Ferrell, and what's his name? Vince Vaughn sort of like world. I feel like that needs to be considered its own,
Do we
view
classify
askew
them as
type world.
horror? Because they seem horrific to me.
uh,
TBD.
I bet you John would be more into that than like a horror film
Yes, he would.
franchise.
He would definitely be into that more than a horror. The I think maybe
You'd have to include your other Owen Wilson, your Luke Wilson as well. So you have like your the one where they're at the college.
I could maybe on the horror side. I think the only thing I could possibly get him in if we didn't do Silent Hill would be maybe The Purge. Maybe because of the commentary, but I wouldn't be able to
Yeah,
get him
I
on
can see that.
anything else. It would be like he would quit before. I could probably get us to do Fast and the Furious again before he would do horror.
Hmm.
Speaking of that, this is a horror and wrestling podcast. Eric, how are you feeling sanity meter wise for Happy Summerween?
Happy Summerween. We are kicking it off this week.
We are.
I'm feeling a little summery, a little weenie, a little bit of
Also,
both. So
also happy Juneteenth, my friend. Happy
happy
Juneteenth.
Juneteenth. Yes, very much so. I mean, that is the theme of today's movie. Spoiler alert.
Also,
Um,
the day that this is released, spoiler
Also the
alert.
day this is released, the day that SmackDown will be as well.
That's right.
But no, happy Juneteenth. America's true Independence Day, to some.
That's right.
I'm
That's right.
sure that's going to get me canceled on some subreddit somewhere, but it's true.
I'm sure it will. So, where are
It's
you
a day when
feeling?
we should lift every voice, if you will.
What's your sanity enjoyment meter this week?
You know what? This is the second time I've watched this movie, and honestly, it improved. I, we'll get to it. I'll say why I can't say it improved significantly, but it improved. Um, so my sanity meter is pretty low. I'd say starting to question my choices, maybe. Honestly, more kind of fun.
Okay.
Actually, kind of got this on this one, really. Maybe breaching into the kind of fun because it does have some decent deaths moments.
All right. And then enjoyment wise?
Enjoyment, it's it's a great donut.
It's a great donut. All right, you
Yeah,
kind of
this
fun and a
this is
great
a
donut.
donut. I went a little out of the way to make sure I got the better donut than the one close to home.
You drove up to Maine to get some donuts, is what you're saying.
I very well might. I very well might. It's a holy donut, if you will.
And then you're gonna, after that, you will go far from the tree to quench your thirst.
Ah, Gustazo, you know me so well. I'll meet you at the Crescent Ridge. We'll talk about it.
Well, that's awesome that you were kind of
Yeah.
liking this one. So, with the Summerween, because we already
hmm
told everyone what we were
Can,
watching,
can
and
I can I ask now that we're off the list and we're in no man's land? I mean, this is the first time we're kind of outside the list, right?
well, I mean, sort of, sure.
Well,
We did
go
because
back
we
to
did the
go
30
back to
because we
the.
did the 31 days. That's the only reason I'm saying the sort of
Well,
sure.
there's that, yeah, but that was within the boundaries, if you will,
Okay, all right.
of the other one.
What do you want to see? What do you want to
What
look at?
is what is your where are you at this week?
Oh,
What is your sanity
are
meter?
you
What
trying
is
to
your
fucking flip
enjoyment?
the goddamn script on me?
I'm not trying to flip. I'm trying to make sure I'm inclusive.
I saying we're changing shit when we hit season two. This is
All
summer
right,
bonus
all
season.
right.
All right, that's
We don't
fine.
have to. We
It's
don't
fine. I've
have to.
actually this is one of those rare ones that I have not seen because
hmm
the curated list, I think it was two things that I hadn't seen.
That's it.
Rosemary
That was it on it. I thought there was a lot more than that.
No, it's only from the curated list. No,
Oh,
there
maybe not.
was. Well, folks, now because he's asked this, you're going to find out together. I had not seen Rosemary's Baby before. That was a new one
Uh-huh.
for me, and
The
I had
substance.
okay substance. Okay, well that one was a given, but others, Misery. It was just Misery and Rosemary's Baby, and then
Yeah, but keep
Substance.
going down. I mean, you're saying all everything else you had seen Babadook before
Yes, I'd seen everything else except for Substance,
and
Rosemary's
Nosferatu.
Baby, and Misery.
Oh no, you had seen
Yeah,
Nosferatu, right?
I saw Nosferatu, the new one in the
Okay.
movie theater, and I've seen the original one a couple times. I own a copy of that one. Yeah, it was just three if you count Substance,
Huh.
two if you
All
don't.
right. Well, well,
So, but now we are getting into
now we're getting
in
into new territory.
Summerween, one, two, three, four, five, six movies that I have not seen in
I'd say
Summerween.
one. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
Almost all for you except for one.
Yeah,
Well,
most all.
the tables have turned.
How the turns have tabled.
But yeah, so Blackening I'd never seen, so this was exciting for me. I'm getting to see something new. I would say it would take probably a lot to get me into like the four or the
Hmm.
five.
This isn't really
Um,
that movie either.
yeah, I mean for four or five, most likely it's gonna be I really hate it, quite honestly, if
Hmm.
we're really gonna get to that. I would say
I don't know. So I put Barbarian in like the 4 level, right?
yes, but I'm also more used to and can handle some more of like the crazy shit.
Yeah, but I'm saying that in the sense of like Barbarian, I like as a movie, it's good, but
Yeah.
it's scary as fuck at the same
Yeah.
time.
But I'm saying, like, for me to get to Casey can go fuck himself, that's probably like Raccoon again
Is
or
that gonna be
something that
Eric can
level.
go fuck himself when it's you saying it, or is it still Casey can
Nah,
go fuck
it can
himself?
still be Casey can go
I
fuck
should go
himself.
fuck myself.
I'll go fuck myself with a chainsaw, folks.
There you go.
I would say kind of fun, but I think I agree with that one.
Okay.
And um, I might actually agree with you. It might be a kind of fun, good donut. It might be.
Specialty donut. It's no Dunkin'. It's like a local shop.
Yeah, I had Dunkin' yesterday though. Oddly enough, when I watched this
Dunkin'.
movie.
You know what? I used to love Dunkin', and so when I moved to like Boston, I was like, "Fuck yeah, let's do this!" Right?
And then you found better
Um,
donuts.
and then there's so many better donuts,
There
not
are
just in.
Krispy
I mean,
Kreme,
I for a chain,
a
yes, of
fresh
course, a
Krispy
fresh Krispy.
Kreme.
Oh my God, a fresh Krispy Kreme just melts. Like
Yes,
I don't know that I've had a fresh Krispy Kreme until I've had 6 fresh Krispy Kremes.
yes,
Like, you
yes.
know what I mean? Like it's air at a certain point that I'm just inhaling. It's just
Yeah.
life.
No, there's definitely good. I will say with Dunkin', what I will give credit for
They're
Dunkin'.
not good donuts anymore, though. What I was going towards is they just really fell down to me.
Well, what I was just gonna say with it, they are very consistently the same. Is what I will say with that. So if you want a glazed donut and
Sure.
if you want a glaze, you're like, I want a glaze, but I can choose the grocery store glaze that's been sitting there, the gas station glaze, which are hit or miss in what the quality they're going to be, usually on the bad side, or Dunkin' Donuts for the price of it, it's going to be consistently the same. I would rather go to other donut places. I'm not
Hmm.
saying that Dunkin's the best. I'm just saying they're consistent.
Okay.
That's
Okay.
where I'm saying with it. They're cheap and they're consistent. But there's better donuts out there for sure.
Hmm.
Go for fun specialty ones. It's a great one. There's a place in Salem when you're up here. You should go to it. You should take your lady friend and
What's it
go
called?
to it. Oh, it's not Voodoo. Funhouse. Funhouse Donuts. It's right by the Pirate Museum. If they have them in stock, they have a
Okay.
really good vegan donut, like a really good vegan donut.
Okay. Is it across underneath that parking garage? Is that area
It's across the street from the parking garage.
where the brewery was, or maybe still
Yeah,
is? I don't know.
actually it's closer to the graveyard with the Witch Memorial.
Okay. Okay.
But it's on that same street as the
Yeah.
brewery.
Okay.
But it's really good. Again, if they have the vegan ones, she doesn't make them often because they're a harder donut to make. They take a lot more time for them to make,
Sure.
but when they make them, they
Makes
are
sense.
really good. But they have some really good donuts. I like them a lot. They're very similar to Voodoo Donut in quality.
Hmm.
So, anyway, good donuts
All
all
right.
around.
Well, there you go. There you go, everyone. Now, when you're in Salem, everyone,
That's right.
check out the library because I think I've covered that one.
You've covered the library. Check out the library. Check out
No,
Far from the
I covered the
Tree.
library in Beverly. I know that.
Yep.
So go to Beverly real quick,
Check
across the
out
bridge,
Far from the Tree.
far from the tree.
Because they've got some fun flavors this week.
We may end up doing far from the tree. I don't think we're doing Maine. Not day of birthday anymore, guys. We're talking about green room stuff at this point. I know
I
our
know.
audience is just
Well,
captivated,
but for our
captivated.
Salem fan, because this is a horror podcast, and what else
Well,
are you
yeah.
getting
I mean,
from
there you
Salem?
go. There you go. I'll give you that.
The four ones they have on tap this month, or they're selling the 4 pack up. It's the Sex and the City
Oh, damn it.
ones. So
Oh, do
Carrie
they?
Cosmo, Samantha, Limoncello, Miranda, Pirello. It's a hard cider,
Actually,
and
it's
then
probably Aperol. No, I won't like
Aperol. Yeah.
Aperol. Are they
Um,
gonna have they announced what June or July will be by chance
they have
already?
not yet, but if you've never, so their Twilight one, they had one of the Twilight was like a cherry one. It was so
Mhm.
good. I really
The
liked that one a lot.
the the Hocus Pocus ones are always really good if they do that again.
The Hocus Pocus are good. The Earl Grey one or the chai one. The chai
Yeah.
one's great. I love the chai.
I still one of my favorites. I might have to buy them out of it, like a case. Is the pineapple jalapeno.
Oh, that one's awful. Fuck that one.
You're a dumb
Fuck
man. You're a
that
dumb
one.
man.
It looks like
You know nothing, Jon Snow.
it looks like they still have the Twilight ones available.
What is
Um,
Patch?
Patch is strawberry basil,
Mm.
but the
I've had that one.
Twilight
That's good. That's good.
Twilight was black currant and pear. There was a the cherry cider. Oh, dragon fruit and cherry. That's what it was. It was dragon fruit and cherry. That one was fantastic. There
Mhm.
was blackberry and mint cider, and then apricot and pear. I think the blackberry mint one was the one that reeked of like cough syrup. It was awful. Anyway, I love you far from the tree though, but that was just a really bad flavor. I'm sorry. Just I'm just saying it like it is. I'm sorry.
He's just letting you know.
I'm letting you know, but look at all these fun flavors they've got. Oh, I like far from the tree.
Well, this has been a nice advertisement brought to you by Far from the Tree.
We'll
We don't
see.
get paid for this, folks, and they may
Nope.
not actually endorse what we're saying.
Nope. Hey, but I'm giving a good review. I do. I was telling you
Yes,
that
we
that
have
fucking
nothing but
cherry
love
one.
to share
That
for them.
cherry
You
one's
should go.
really. I'm not a drinker, folks. That cherry one's really good. I like
Mhm.
ciders. Anyway, I'll see it far from the tree, Eric, when you're in town,
Very well may. Very well may. Very
and
well may.
we will talk all about our podcast there very loudly and let people know that we.
We need to get like those scannable QR codes to just start like bombing places with.
Oh, we actually should. What is this? I don't understand what this is. Anyway, sorry, we have a weird email. I'm just like, what the fuck is this shit? All right, I'm a 2-3, which is what I said for, and that was
Okay, okay. I can take
um
it.
pretty sorry, I got caught off guard by reading. I'm stopping looking at the emails. I'm sorry. Let's get back into this podcast. Let's get this shit back
Let's
on the road.
do this.
Let us jump to wrestling. I gotta tell you, watching SmackDown. Is there somewhere that shows the bracket? Can I see the bracket anywhere?
You've been able to
Um,
show it the last few times we've gone on.
is this the bracket? Here's the bracket. So, who was it that was Friday?
Oh, that's right.
Was it
I think Flair.
no, no. Which one? So that was Raw. Was EO? There was a match. I'm trying to remember what match it was, and I didn't take notes on SmackDown. There was a match. Someone did the match. Was it Lyra? Fuck, it's going to drive me bad now. Anywho, in the at the end of the match, one of I forgot which it was a women's match. To the end of it, it might have been Chelsea Green. I
Is this
think
the
it
one
was.
where one person got out, then another person was about to get out,
No,
then Liv came in and
no, it wasn't part of the bracket. I know it was Tiffy and Chelsea
okay.
teaming together against two of like the indestructible forces or whatever their group is called.
Uh-huh.
And at the end, I think it was Chelsea Green was at the end and she got pinned. And as soon as the pin was over, because you know sometimes the wrestlers will, if you watch enough, you see little cues how they thank each other in a
Yeah.
match. Like sometimes it's a pat on the back, sometimes they slap each other's ass. There's different things they do to let you know, let them know that good match. So Chelsea loses, and whoever it was who pinned her just takes her hand and just smacks her ass. It's like that is a very weird end of this scene from the way that that pin happened because it was one of those roll up pins where
Hmm.
like your legs are in the air and you're like almost bit like a pretzel. It was a very weird scene. But I saw that and I was like, this is a very interesting scene. Anyway, just throwing that out there. That
In
was
case he
SmackDown.
was in love.
Look, I was happy from I am in love with this team of Tiffy and Chelsea Green. Like it is like single white femaling. And Tiffy is like, get the fuck away from me. And Chelsea is just like, I love you. And I'm going to be with you forever and ever and ever. It's just hilarious for me.
So it's awkward, is what you're saying.
but in the but in the best Chelsea Green way. In the best Chelsea Green way.
As only Chelsea can serve it.
I really wish you could watch SmackDown. There's some moments in SmackDown I think you would really enjoy.
It has a more lightheartedness that I think I would get behind.
Yeah, I hear that when CM Punk comes back, he's going to SmackDown.
I could see it. I if I ever bite the bullet to actually get a VPN, I could just say I'm from Europe and then I can watch it on Netflix
You
still.
could just say you're in Canada.
Is it Netflix in Canada even?
Yeah, uh-huh.
Oh,
Just say you're in Canada.
well, there you go. I don't know if I'd want to do that though. Have you seen Canadians?
Yes, Chelsea Green.
Heyo, heyo. Touche. Touche, Chelsea. You win this round.
Chelsea's gonna
Can
win
you
every.
win this round, Canada?
As I say, Chelsea's gonna win every round against you, Eric. That's
I
just.
mean, that's not true.
I gotta say, JC Jane is growing on me. The more I'm watching her and her group,
Okay.
she's growing on me. I'm trying to find the other two people in her group so I can say their names instead of just referencing them as her group. Oh, Lainey Reed is one of them,
Okay.
and who's the other? It was Lainey Reed. It's not Mishan. Um, I'll find her in a minute as I scroll through. I got her. These pictures look different than the way they are looking on Smack. Like this is an old Maxine. That's not how Maxine. What the fuck? Who the hell are you, Megan Morant? Anyway, sorry. She looks like she's out of a David Lynch movie. I mean that lovingly. I mean that lovingly. Please don't kick my ass. Where is anyway? I wanted to ask you a question.
Oh,
It's one of the reasons why I have this here. Is it Izza? I don't think it's Izza. All right, we're gonna play a quick little game, shall we?
okay.
A quick little game. I'm gonna ask you where are they, and you're gonna try to answer this for me. Now we know AJ's taking her a hiatus, right? She's just off doing her own thing, and that's fine.
Okay.
Will she be back? No idea. I hope AJ comes back. AJ,
Okay.
please come back. But there
She
are
misses you.
others.
He misses you.
I do miss you. But there are others. So let me find one. CM Punk, excuse me, will be coming back supposedly very soon. It might even be this Friday. Again, he's supposed to be coming to SmackDown. Saw Drew McIntyre. Where is Drew McIntyre? Where is he now?
That's a great question.
I believe well, I know he's taken a little bit of time off to do Highlander, but I've been reading that he might be just going to do movie stuff for a while. He might try
Oh,
to hit that movie world. But
hmm.
there are others. There are others. Where are they now? Joe Hendry, where are
Joe
you,
Hendry.
Joe
Where is Joe
Hendry?
Hendry?
I know. I thought this the other day. I was like, the fuck is Joe?
I mean, I
He's just
believe.
gone. I believe too, but WWE doesn't. Now, I've heard rumors that they are having
Oh,
extreme visa issues.
oh.
And so he could be caught up in visa world.
Hmm.
That I can
If you're
actually buy.
telling me that Trump is causing me not to get Joe Hendry,
Yes, that's highly possible.
Joe Hendry, like, I
That
mean, he does
is.
pop up anywhere, so it is a security threat.
I would love for a video of Trump in the Oval Office and be like, my favorite wrestler is Joe Hendry.
Joe
Say his
Hendry.
name and he appeared. There he is. Kevin Owens, where's KO? Where is KO?
That's a great question. He has missed several opportunities to come back. Now,
I know.
that said, one of the was he the one who was trying to get Sammy to show his true colors, and now maybe we finally are seeing those true colors? Like, is that
Maybe.
I keep saying like, is that all the time, and we seem to just miss it. So I don't know.
It would
I
be
don't know.
nice.
Are these
Um,
people getting paid per match? Because like, is this how TKO is soft firing people basically?
maybe. Ludwig Kaiser. Where is Ludwig Kaiser?
Well,
No one has seen him in like a year.
it has been it has been a while.
It's been a while since we've seen Ludwig. Oh, look, original El Grande is still listed. Let's see who else. Who else did I notice was conspicuously missing? Oh, wait a minute. Oh, okay, let's say there he goes. It's updated. Where is oh,
There's Ludwig
Stephanie
Kaiser.
Valkyr? Where is Stephanie Valkyr?
That is a great question. Where is Stephanie back here?
Yeah. Where's Shinsei Nakamura? Where is Sheamus?
Mm-hmm.
Where are all these wrestlers? I don't understand things. I just don't understand. I think those are the only ones. Those are the big ones. Anyway, I noticed that it was so Joe became obvious. I saw a picture of Joe and I was like, where the fuck is Joe? And then I was looking on here and I saw the other day at merch and I saw Stephanie's merch because it's still listed near the top, like trying to showcase her. I'm like, but where is she? I heard that Rhea might have to vacate her belt,
Why?
an injury.
Oh shit! What happened?
I don't remember, but I believe I read that she was going to have to vacate, but I don't know when they're going to make that announcement. I assume they would make that if it's going to happen, they would make that announcement on Friday, the day people are hearing this.
Did this happen from Terrifier? Do we need to go blame Art the Clown?
No, I think it happened in a match, the one with Jade.
Oh, okay.
I believe that's where it
Another
happened.
thing to blame on Jade.
Fucking Jade, Jade, Jade,
Fucking
Jade.
Jade.
Send all your comments, Jade, over to Eric, please. Not me. All right, let's talk about some. So I don't have a lot to talk about Raw, quite honestly, and I just watched it today.
Same.
But
It was good, honestly, but it wasn't great.
was it good though?
Can I just say I'm really done with Seth and Braun. It seems like we have now are going into like the fourth or fifth final fight to determine it once and for all.
Yeah,
Like, come on.
I'm done with Seth and Braun. I'm done with trying to make Jey Uso a thing. Like I'm done. Like
Um,
I don't need him to
um,
be the. I don't need him to be the. I don't need him to be the world champion unless
is he about to beat Oba?
if he beats Oba.
Because like, or let's be honest, it's either going to be Uso or Bouncy up against Oba. There's no way
It'll be
Oba's not
Uso.
winning, right?
It'll be
Yeah, it's going to be
Uso.
Uso.
Um, I want it to be under that scenario. Actually, the way
Hmm.
it's set up now that it's not Finn and Dom, because I really like that angle that we had before.
Right.
If it now that Oba is on that side, it better be fucking Oba. I don't want it to be bouncy. I like Javon Evans. He
Yeah, yeah,
needs
nothing
he
wrong with
needs
Javon.
some mic work, but I like Javon Evans.
He
Um,
needs he needs his edges whittled down,
yeah,
right? He needs to be. I don't know. I don't know how like something needs to change.
yes. And with Uso, I just don't want this story. We've had this. Now, here's what I'm going to say. If Uso somehow wins against Oba, if he somehow wins against Oba, I want him because he gets the challenge for one of two belts, right?
Uh-huh.
King of the Ring gets the challenge for one of two belts. You can go after the Undisputed, which is Cody Rhodes, or you can go after Roman Reigns. And they're
Uh-huh.
making it seem like the bloodline is going to own both belts.
Okay.
But what if Jay decides to go after Roman? Because Roman is not holding Jacob Fatu accountable. And Roman is trusting Jacob Fatu more than he's trusting the Usos.
It definitely felt like they were trying to set something up with that early promo in Raw where
Yeah.
Jimmy and Jay were like, "What the fuck, man?" Like with Fatu getting, I don't know what that
The Ulafala of garlic.
Ulafala. Yeah,
The
like
Ulafala of garlic, because that's what
is
it
that
looked
like the
like.
werewolf? Like I'm assuming maybe. I don't know.
I have no idea. But, and
Seems
then,
like actually like that would be super symbolic if it is garlic and like he's the werewolf.
yeah.
This is Roman's way of taming him by putting garlic around his neck and curbing him basically.
Well, it
I
also
hope
makes
that's
me,
it now. That's super deep.
but I also wonder at the end, what did Roman whisper to Fatu? Because remember, he whispers something into his ear. So what did he whisper? Did he say go and attack Jay during the Oba Femi fight so that Oba can't, or so that Jay can't beat Oba? Or is he basically going,
What would be the purpose of that though?
he's gonna challenge me for this belt and you've got to get my back?
I mean, maybe.
That's the only way I will accept. To be honest, the only way I will be happy if Jay wins is I want to see him challenge Roman. But then that makes their storyline they've been setting up weird because they've been setting up that the family's back together. And now it's like, why is the family breaking apart?
Mhm.
But I wouldn't mind Oba getting it and Oba go after Roman Reigns and take out Roman. And then Jacob Fatu go, you're not the tribal chief anymore because you just lost, so I don't have to do shit to you. And then it break him out.
Yeah, I kind of like where they're going with this idea of like Roman having this kind of like it's the poison ivy and Bane, right? From Batman and Robin, right? Where Roman's trying to use Bane or
Yeah.
Vatu in this case as his personal henchman. And I don't mind it. Like I don't mind the storyline. I don't know why not, but like it feels like something. Like I guess it's nice to have some sort of richness, if you will, in the story, right? Beyond just I don't like you, I'm stronger than you, right? There's the bloodline isn't quite working yet for me,
Mm-hmm.
but at least there's something to ponder.
I don't
At least
mind.
there's something there to chew on.
I don't mind the Roman and Fatu angle of it.
Hmm.
What I just don't want them to, I don't want them to let Jay win this thing and then we have to go, all right, Jay's gonna get the Cody belt and then do nothing with it like last time. Because it fell apart when he got it last time.
Yeah.
And I don't know the point of giving it back to him unless he's gonna go after Roman. And maybe let him go after Roman. Let the storyline be he's mad at Roman. Roman, you won't make Jacob submit to you or submit to me. I'm challenging you for the belt. And
Okay.
I want it actually I'm gonna challenge you for the belt and I want it to be tribal combat. All right. Then you will have to acknowledge Jacob Fatu and me. Like if that's what it's just gonna be constant tribal combats to keep trying to like challenging for the leadership, maybe that's interesting with Jay. But I don't think they're gonna do that. I don't know. I'm bored with that a little bit.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
So meh. There was a lot of OTC stuff. I gotta give them credit. I like when SmackDown or Raw does the continuous bits. So it's like OTC's got a promo and someone else gets promo, OTC promo, someone else, blah, 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 and it keeps coming back to the same, at least one storyline that keeps going. And I like that. And they did that this time. Um, it helps definitely a lot.
Hmm.
We got a fight. We had Io versus Raquel. Not the outcome I wanted. I really
No,
wanted Raquel.
agreed. It really felt like they were trying to set that up too. Like, what would
Yeah.
happen if, and then
Yeah.
clearly nothing. And
And
you're like, oh, okay.
And I wanted Raquel, just to be clear, folks, I wanted Raquel to win, not just because I want my storyline to be there of Morgan versus Raquel.
But you
I
do want
wanted
that.
that. But I like Raquel more than Io. And I would just thought it would have been more interesting for Raquel to win, even if it became Flair and Raquel. Showcase Raquel.
Mm.
Let her get a big fight against like Flair. Like it could have been cool. But now we got Io. So we're gonna set up probably at this point Io
But
versus Flair because they're not going to let it be Io versus Morgan because that would be weird considering one of the belts you can go after is the belt that Liv has. So it's going to be Flair versus Io.
yeah, it's gotta be, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't know. They've done so much that I'm not expecting, and that I could see it being Morgan in this case, right? And then the knowing that Rhea's on the bench for now
Mm-hmm.
changes my mind on that a little bit,
Yeah.
because who does she go for right now? No one owns that belt. I don't know. They're gonna have to do some sort of bracket thing again or something
Yeah.
like that for that belt. So it's like it doesn't make sense. I don't know. They're losing the thread a little bit. I hope they pick it up.
A little bit. A little bit.
Mm, mm.
I could be critical of what I love. I could be critical of what I love.
I'm not saying you're wrong.
I know. Yeah, Rhea Ripley got injured at Clash in Italy on May 31st.
Mm.
So, um, anywho, what else did we have there? The Liv Danhausen thing, that was funny.
That was great.
I like
The
that.
whole
Dan,
Danhausen stuff in general, I know we've kind of
yeah,
talked a little bit about it, but like what a I'm he is making so much human monies right now because he trademarked his face and it is
yeah,
all over New York. Like I can only imagine that he is rolling in some dough at the moment. And like great, he deserves every bit of it because he
yeah,
has figured out a way to blow up in what, not even a year?
yeah.
Half a year?
He worked his ass off, and
Yeah. Like in half a year, he like half a year ago he came on the scene. We had no idea what this was. Like, was it even then? Was it this winter? Like when was it that he was like in the box and then all of a sudden they unveiled it?
I feel
Was
like it
that
was
the
a
Cena Saturday Night Main Event?
no, it was a PLE, but it wasn't that. Because I remember us being like, they're just gonna take everything.
Yeah.
Wasn't Rumble? I don't remember when it was. I don't think it was the Cena one though.
Oh, it was before WrestleMania even, wasn't it? It was what's in between Royal Rumble and WrestleMania? Backlash? No, Backlash is after WrestleMania. There's
It
one in
was
between.
some
Maybe a Saturday. I think it might have just been a Saturday night or something.
I don't think it was a Saturday night because there was something that was going on, and I was like, no, it was Elimination Chamber. That's what it was. It was Elimination Chamber
That's
because
right.
I
Okay.
because we didn't know who it was going to be, and then I was like, oh, they're going to do
So
something that's going to overtake.
so they're not even 6 months. He's been on the scene for like 4 months,
Maybe, yeah,
maybe three. Like it's just insane how quick he's become as big as he is.
yeah.
Like he was not. I could not have bought his merch. I would have, but I could not have bought his merch when we went to SmackDown
Yeah.
over
Elimination
the
Chamber,
fall.
February 28th.
Like, dude hasn't even been around for 4 months, and he's already part of the cultural zeitgeist on ESPN.
Yes, yes.
Good on you. I think his real name's Daniel, but good on you, Danhausen.
Danhausen, we would love to interview you.
Yeah,
Absolutely.
I think he has officially left our league. If he
Has
was
he
ever
though?
in the first place.
Has he though? Has he? He has got a really good. Watch his YouTube
I would love
channel.
for him to like do a quick video. You know what, Danhausen? Honestly, could you curse John?
Oh my God! Could you curse Dr. John Danhausen?
Like, but only for like a day. Could you do like a temporary curse on Dr. John?
Please, please. It would be the funniest thing ever. He's so fucking funny. Um,
Make a
Seth,
believer out of Dr. John. He'll come begging for you to uncurse him. He'll pay
yeah, he
human
will.
monies.
He will pay human monies. Danhausen has a YouTube channel, and we watched an episode of him.
Love that
Um,
Danhausen, isn't it something like that?
I think so, but there was one where he was reviewing Lunchables, and he was
Sure.
trying Lunchables.
Sure.
And he's like, "They call this cheese? What is this?" It was great. It was great. Anyway, Seth Rollins video promo, whatever. The Lyra promo that was kind of interesting. That led into LA Knight, which was LA Knight was going to some interesting places. Chad Gable did promo. I thought it was funny with Chad Gable. You need to go and apologize, and he turns and there's Maxine. He's gonna do it, and then he realizes that he just cock blocked Austin Theory, possibly. I don't understand what's going on with that relationship. They need to either speed it up or just stop it. Like,
I say go all in, folks.
go all in, but speed it up a tiny bit. I don't need this very slow drip feed of it. Just let us know. Are they going to be a weird power couple or not? Like, what's going on with her team that she's clearly moving away from? Chad Gable did have a fight with Rusev. This was Chad Gable's new intro, by the way. He had a new intro.
Oh, okay, I didn't
Um,
catch that. Okay.
yep, that was new. Well, I don't think you were what? He was already El Grande when we started, right?
I think it was
Because I
pretty
don't.
quickly after. I don't know, it was immediate. I think because no, because remember Penta's first Raw match or like intro, which I
Uh,
think was Raw,
yeah.
was against Chad Gable, as he
Okay.
said the other day. So it
Okay.
must have been
So
I
it
must
been
have
right
gotten like
before.
a month or two, and then
Okay.
because he would have I think the El Grande came around only like a couple weeks after the Gulf of America
Yeah.
thing with Trump, and it was kind of I to me I took it as a little bit of satire even.
Yeah. It definitely was. And then they dropped that, if you
Mhm.
noticed. They no longer did the
Mhm.
from the Gulf of America. It was interesting that Ethan Page comes out and attacks. Gable ends up surviving. He gets the win, and then Ray and Dragon come out to help him. So he's formed this this Lucha Lovin'
Yes.
team, which I thought was very
You
fascinating.
love that lucha love and
Oh
deal.
my God. Please stop. LA Knight promo in
Whoa,
the
whoa.
ring. Usos come out there. I like this one. They wanted Knight to acknowledge him. He's like, no. Then of course Fatu comes out there and attacks Knight. Fatu's going after everyone. Poor Eric Andre. What did Eric Andre do? He just bounced your Ulafalo garlic. Like
Yeah,
he
that was
put his hands under it like it was a small breast and just bounced it up and down and took offense to it. Like I don't understand why he Eric Andre didn't deserve that. Didn't deserve that
eh,
at all.
I mean, that was such an obvious stunt, but
It
at the
was.
same time, all right.
Here's what I'll say for Eric
Sure,
Andre.
have fun.
Kudos to Eric Andre. I know he's a wrestling fan. He pops up on wrestling all the time.
Yeah.
Kudos to you. Kudos to anyone who's
Mm.
not a wrestler who agrees to get into that ring and get Jacob Fatu to jump off the turnbuckle not once and hit you, but twice.
And quite quite a heavy hit.
Yeah, like kudos to you, Eric Andre. You get a slow clap for that. Usos backstage, they're upset.
What's
The
funny is like our
elect
noise canceling probably cut out all of the clapping. So our
probably
audience
did.
just heard like silence for a second.
That's right. We did clap, folks. We did.
We clapped for him.
Do you want to know my favorite video promo they did the whole night? Probably one I've seen in a long
Oh, the
time.
Liv Morgan Danhausen.
No, video promo. Alexa. I consider the live one a live one that's just backstage. They're just
Mhm.
back doing it live. But the Alexa one, like
Are
the
they
here's
though?
who
They're
I
not.
am.
Those are pre-recorded, you know.
Are you sure?
A lot of them.
I don't
Yes.
think they are. I think you're lying.
Okay.
You're lying. I like what I'm trying to say, Eric, is I like the Alexa promo that like showed like her history. I don't know why they did it. I was very confused why they did it.
I have to wonder, like she's got a few years. I didn't realize she's been around for as long as she has a Bowling for Soup song about her. Like she's been around
Does she really?
long enough. Yeah.
Oh wow. She came onto the scene in 2016, 10 years.
Okay, that's not as long as I thought, but still, like Bowling for Soup, I would have thought would have made it more like, oh, like 15 years ago at the very least.
She's only in her 30s. I think she's like 32, 33.
Oh wow. Okay.
Yeah, she's really young. She was on Masked Singer. She was on.
Really?
Mhm.
Who did she perform as?
Do not remember. I can look it up when we get done though, but she was on Masked Singer.
Wow. I thought you actually cared.
I was able to figure it out. It was like season 2 or 3, so it was a long time ago. It's long
Mm.
enough that I've seen too many episodes to remember who they all
Back during
are.
the Bowling for Soup days, probably.
Yeah. But I had figured out who she was, or I at least definitely knew it was a wrestler from her clue package, and then I was able to piece together who it was. It was a lot of fun. This was before she had come back.
Okay.
Um, Fight number 3 was Flair versus Roxy. Flair gets the win. Um, which I'm glad she did, although I do like Roxy. Roxanne's grown on me,
Yeah.
but I just want Roxanne to move away from the judge. Can we just
Honestly, you know who Roxy would probably be really good in terms of a tag team partnership with?
who?
Lyra. They're kind of
Mm,
like similar like builds, like they could like
uh,
maybe I mean if you're having a contrasting tag team, no. But if you're having a two people of kind of the same make, I think you could pull it off.
so when Bailey breaks up with her soon,
Mm-hmm.
maybe, maybe, maybe we'll see, we'll see.
Well, see you later.
Evans promo. This was Javon Evans. I was shocked when Logan came out, but at the same time, I'm not because he likes attention and he can still go out there and be an annoying dick, even with an injury. So, but
Yeah,
I
I did
did,
like the I'll break your other arm.
yeah, I appreciated when all of a sudden he just starts stripping down and you're like, the fuck is he doing? And you're like, oh, okay, that's actually kind of clever. And he's like, good. He's like, I knew this was coming. Get the fucking ref out of here. I'm gonna fight you. And then no one won.
Mhm. Of course not.
Um,
Because like everything with Division, Braun Breaker came in and did some
yeah.
spears.
Although I did appreciate the we would like to welcome you to the vision. No, I don't want to be in it. Thanks for asking. Oh, we weren't asking. You're now in the vision. It's like no. No, I'm
Yeah.
not. I would really love if next Monday they come out there with a Javon, like a new T-shirt that's like Javon Evans as a member of the Vision, and Javon just be like, "No, I'm not." It's like you are. Look, we have merch. Like here's your merch. You are in the Vision now.
Isn't this kind of the same storyline they played with Ice Show Speed though?
Yeah, it's similar, very similar. A little off, but similar. Yeah, maybe that's their
So,
thing. They just like to find young African American men and put
oh
them as part
my.
of the Vision, and then turn on them
Oh
and
my.
beat on them like a very weird storyline for a TKO to go down.
Eh, yeah, oh my. I don't know what else to say.
Um, Oba versus Dom. Yeah, we knew that was gonna.
Mhm.
There was no way around that one.
No. What's funny is like I watched it after the live, so not live. And I saw like I just kind of checked. I was like, oh, it feels like we've seen a lot. It felt like kind of longer. Um, and I like checked the time, and there's like 10 minutes left. I was like, oh, this is gonna be a quick match.
Yeah,
I was like, they're giving how much time to this? No, yeah, this is gonna be fast.
I would have actually appreciated more if it would have just been Dom's in the ring. JD McDonough tries to do something, and Oba just like power slams him out of
Boom.
the ring. And
Yeah.
then at that point, Dom tries to do something dirty and hits Oba, but it does nothing. And then Oba just
Hmm.
slam one and just done.
Yeah.
That would have been rather amusing.
Might have been fine with that.
All right, so Oba's totally winning this,
Hmm.
unless they're going to try to piss Casey off and then make Jimmy win. But there's logically no way Jimmy's going to beat Oba without cheating, unless they're going to have Fatu come out there and do something.
I
There's
mean, Jay Uso, not Jimmy.
Jay, sorry, Jay. They're twins. I get them confused. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I guess I could have let that one slide.
Um, Liv, Charlotte, At this point, quite honestly, we want to make this interesting. Let it be Charlotte. Just let Charlotte win, and then Charlotte versus Io, and then let Charlotte win. Like,
And that's how you break up the We're Not Friends team.
you don't even need to break them up. Just let Charlotte win, and then
But then she's going to go after a belt. Does she get that belt or not? Does she go after Liv's belt?
I don't care if whose fucking belt she goes after. It wouldn't break up. It wouldn't need to break up the team.
Unless Flair goes after Liv's belt and Alexis gets Rhea's.
I would like that. That would be nice.
That'd be kind of fun.
Yeah, I would appreciate that. Or you're gonna have to do Morgan gets. You could do Morgan beats Flair. Morgan beats Io. Morgan decides she wants to own both belts.
So they could also do. They're all in on
And
Morgan right now.
in the process of her making this play, they could do all right at Night of Champions, it'll be Morgan versus Sky.
Mm-hmm.
We have a vacant belt with Rhea. I mean, they still have to vacate it on TV. They have not done that. So right now it's technically just rumors until it happens on TV.
Fair.
But let's say they vacate that belt and they do a quick bracketed thing with the women on SmackDown because it's a SmackDown belt. And in that, you have Roxy get Raquel in that championship contendership. Raquel win that, and then Liv go after Raquel. Because you could have Raquel be like, "Look at me, I got the belt. Isn't this great? I have it. Like we
Mm-hmm.
got it. The Judgment Day's got both belts." And then I could easily see Liv be like, "I know, but I wish you hadn't because I already had this belt and I won this. That means I'm obligated to go after that."
Mm-hmm.
So you could do something fun that way
Yeah,
and
I could
still
I
get
could
us to
accept
the
that.
outcome that we wanted originally.
Yeah. Will they? No.
That's a good, I mean, Friday will tell us if they
Yeah.
do like we're vacating, we're bracketing, and she's going for it,
Mm-hmm.
then they actually might stand a shot that that's what's going to happen. And at that same night, they have to do Morgan Flair because they just did the EO one, right? That was this week. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was on Monday. So
Mm-hmm.
Friday has to be Morgan Flair, so they could start that process on Friday and just let it be a Judgment Day centric bit. You could do that.
Okay.
WWE, listen to us. Take some of our ideas.
Honestly, at this point, I'm only mildly interested in either bracket, and the mildly mostly comes from just watching Finley. He's just fun to watch, right? And I know he's probably going to win, but I really
Yeah.
could care less at this point of who's going to win these things.
Same, unless Friday they do what we just talked about. If they do
Which
what we just talked
will
about,
they? Yeah.
I know, but it is a big will they. But if they actually did it and they set that up, that would make me care about the women's
Mm.
because unless they're doing something interesting with Morgan, I don't care about if Flair and Io. Sure, it'll be a great match, but I don't fucking care. That's not one's gonna move it. I want to know what the rest of Night of Champions is. We don't know anything else that's going on there, except for the inevitable Seth Rollins versus Braun Breaker
The final time, the true definitive match
on this episode
of this
of
episode
Night of
of this
Champions.
month.
Seth Rollins goes into Super Saiyan mode against Braun Breaker.
You thought they finished it in May. You were wrong. You thought they finished it in April. You were wrong. You think they'll finish it in June? You are wrong.
Only the hot husband can win.
There
Anywho,
can be only one hot husband.
be only one hot husband. I just got in the book. Okay, I've been reading the book very slowly. I basically read a chapter on the weekends, kind of where I'm at.
Okay.
She just got the call up to WWE. Well, to Raw, to
Mm,
the up to the main part, moving from NXT.
okay.
I'm reading the Becky Lynch books. It's actually really good. I really am enjoying it.
You're reading it or you're enjoying it?
Both.
Okay.
Both. I'm actually reading it. I'm not doing audio, so I am actually reading it,
Ooh,
and I am enjoying it.
braggadocious.
So Let's talk about a horror movie, shall we?
Horror.
Let's pivot over to horror.
We really
Horror.
should. It's late. I'm tired.
No, you
We're
bring up.
recording differently, folks, tonight. If I sound down, it's because I'm tired.
Yeah, we are recording very late this week. Logistics and scheduling, folks. That's how it happens. All
It's
right,
what we do for you, though, the fans. We love you.
we do.
All around the world, we love you all.
Well,
Happy
quite.
World, Happy Pride, Happy World Cup. Go Knicks.
I mean, we're kind of doing this so that we could guarantee the episode got out on Juneteenth,
Well, that's part of
or
it.
we would have just waited until the weekend because I have an obligation on Friday that I have to take care of. That's more important than this podcast. I'm sorry to say.
Well, I couldn't have done it this weekend because I'm seeing the baseballs.
You and your balls. You gonna love
Me and
playing
I'm, you
balls.
know what? You got your balls, I got mine.
Well, it is Pride Month, so there's that.
Heyo.
How much do you
That
think?
means you can have my balls and I can have
Oh,
yours.
how much do you? You're gonna
I like when I
show.
catch Casey off guard.
You're gonna show up here. You're gonna show up on Monday, and I'll be like, Eric, I'm gonna hand you a bag of balls. Like, here are my balls. Play with them, juggle them, caress them.
Oh my goodness. You
Uh,
went real far with it.
well, don't start something. There won't be none. All right.
Oh my
Say
goodness.
it. Just say it. The Blackening. How much do you think this movie cost to make?
$12 million.
12 million going once, 12 million going twice. You have lost, my friend.
Oh,
You
I was
bet
worried. I was
the
worried.
wrong bid on the stock market. 5 million.
Okay.
It's a house, Eric. It was a
I
house.
know. And yeah, there were no real graphics, but it was still cool. I'd like to believe that, you know what? They're getting their pay. So
Speaking of getting their
forgive
pay,
me. Forgive me for expecting,
all right. What
fair,
do you think
fair
this
equal
grossed in
pay.
the US?
You said it cost how much?
5?
And it came out when?
Oh, I don't have the exact date on me.
22, 23?
22.
Ooh. I'm gonna say it did 15 million.
15 million. Well, Eric, you are going to technically win because it was
Oh, good.
17.7 million.
You make it sound like technically as if like I said 15 and it's actually 300 million. Like 15 and like 17 is pretty good on the nose, my
I
friend.
know. I like to make
I
exceptions.
think my horn
Fine.
deserves a little toot for that one.
Fine. Toot your ass to what that
I will
global
toot
is.
my own horn if I have to. I
What's that
will.
global?
Oh, let's see, with 17 something. I'll say 20.
17.7 million, baby.
I'll say 21 million.
You have
I
lost,
thought I
my
might.
friend. This is the reason I did the point because if I
Mm,
round it, it would be the same because it's 18.1 million.
versus 17 point.
7. So if I had
Yeah.
rounded it
Mhm.
up, which I normally do, a lot of the times I round it up. But in
I
this
mean,
case,
in fairness, this feels
niche,
like a very American movie, American black person movie. I don't know that this translates to
which
like
also explains why it did
British
not.
black, people or French even.
Right. I mean, it is very much an American thing, but
Yeah,
also
culturally
because
especially.
of what it was, it's not a Tyler Perry comedy, and I had believe this is actually probably be close to what a Tyler Perry comedy would make anyway, for most of them. This was unfortunately in America doomed from the start.
Mm,
I hate to say it. It's just one of those that it just didn't matter. Also, that
mm,
time, 22, that was the box office was definitely declining at that point in time. We
yeah.
just now started to get to the Gen Zers who are starting to come back and then starting to say stupid shit that they need to stop saying. That what was it the one who did back? I think it's the guy who did Backrooms. I don't think it's the Obsession guy. I think
I
it's
don't know.
Backrooms. Well, one of them, one of the directors, I think it's the Backroom director said, Gen Z, of course, Gen Z is going to come see movies. They love movies at the movie theater. They want to be social. You just need to make something that people actually want to see. And I'm like, all right,
Mm,
first
fair.
off, fuck off, you little dick. Because some of this other stuff, just because you don't like it because it didn't start on TikTok or Reddit or YouTube, doesn't mean people don't want to see it. Movies also cost a good bit.
I don't know that he's saying that either, right? But I think he's saying that if you're trying to catch the eyes of the youths, then go where they're and think of don't try to pull them away from what they already know. Lean into it, right? Don't pull away from what they think is famous, what
Sorry.
they think is ideal, play into it.
Sorry, here it is the Obsession one. It's the
Excuse
Obsession
me.
director, which I still want to see Obsession. But he said Gen Z is tired of slop. So most of the
Fair.
stuff you see on YouTube, they're tired of
I
seeing
would agree
AI
with them.
slop.
I would agree with them. Okay.
And will show up for good movies to the theater if the films are good enough. But that's also like anyone will show up to a good movie at the movie theater. So but by saying that Gen Z's only going to see that, and then you look at some of the string of things that have been like been misses. You're like, no, they're not going to show up to whatever's good. They're going to show up to what Anyway, I thought it was a
Yeah,
pretentious little comment to make
it certainly could be taken
for
that
the
way,
20-year-old
and it may
director.
have been said that way, right? But I would agree. Like
Well,
I'm sorry,
anyone
I don't know that he's watching Independence Day. Like he's not. We when I was 20, I wasn't as keen on the classics. It took me until this, last couple of years for to go through some of these horrors that are cultural, classics in their own right. So I get it.
I'm not trying to say like won't go see like the classics because I didn't see classics either, and I still don't go see
Yeah,
the
but
movie
you
theaters.
can't expect like them to like want to tune in and go see, Blue Moon, right? Or whatever. Like there's some
Well,
movies that
Blue Moon
obviously
never
aren't.
would have. That wouldn't have been a big
No, but
box office thing. I'm trying to think of something that'd be a
even
good
like Mission
example.
Impossibles, like the Mission Impossibles were never going to be meant for the Gen Z target.
Like, I'm trying to think of a good one. Like, I'll be curious to see what
Jurassic Park even arguably isn't anymore.
I'm gonna be curious to see what
Might
Spider-Man
try to make
does,
it.
what
Yeah,
Spider-Man will do with them, and
that's
I
fair.
will I'll be curious to see some like I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised at all about Star Wars and Grogu. That one I'm not surprised by. That one was just a weird oddity. Like, why is this here?
Hmm.
Odyssey. I'm gonna be curious to see what is Odyssey gonna do.
Hmm.
Are they gonna
That's
be
a good
like,
one. That's a
we
good
want a
test.
good movie. We want something good, not not this Greek story that's hundreds of years old. Like, I'll be curious to see what they're gonna do. Will Nolan be able to sustain it, or will Gen Z be like, no, no, it didn't start on Reddit. It's not a story about a picture of spaghetti. Where's my picture of spaghetti? God damn it! I want my spaghetti. That's part of Backrooms, by the way. A plate of spaghetti. Plate of spaghetti.
Old man yells at sky, ladies and
Oh man,
gentlemen.
yells at Sky. But hey, here's what I will say though.
Hmm.
I am happy that Gen Z's going to the movie theater.
Yes,
I
absolutely.
am 100% happy because it's being social. It's getting out there. It's
I'm
gonna
all I'm
them
saying
being
is I
fun enough.
think we're wrong to tell any new generation
No, it's
that
not
how
that.
dare you not do things the way we've always done it.
No, it's the I what my problem is it was a pretentious statement to be like, well, we'll only show up if the film's good. Well, no shit, you're only gonna show up if the film's good. No one's gonna go see Schlop. No one's gonna go to the movie theater to see Crackoon.
Yeah, but like
But the
what would
question
you
is, I would if I would have asked a follow up
but I
to
could just
him.
as easily see someone like Steven Spielberg making that comment. Maybe not exactly the same words, but in the same way. Like
Oh, I would
if you want
still
an audience to come back to the movie theater, you got to make sure you're giving them good movies.
I'd
That's
probably
true.
have this, but I'd probably have the same for him, for Spielberg,
Hmm,
for anyone who made
really?
it. Yeah, because I think it's just a weird statement to be like, well, they're only going to show up if it's good. And like, yeah, but you're now not defining it because now I need you to if you put in your part of your comment that they're tired of slop, I want you to define slop. Are we
Hmm.
talking about AI slop that's all over YouTube and on TikTok? Or are we saying we don't want Disclosure Day because it's Steven Spielberg doing a sloppy film about AI or about aliens? Or we don't want Fast and the Furious because it's the 11th one and it's a slop being put out there? Like I would like a definition of what his term for schlop is. Because if he goes, well, what's on YouTube is the way of the future, at that point I'd be like, well, now you're just a little dick. Because you're just saying what is actual slop out there is the way of the future. Anyway, I would like a clarification on him. I'm not going to
I
be able
would
to.
I will say this: I am not of the youths anymore, and I spend most of my time on YouTube in terms of streaming services.
But the question where I go is different is are you watching people like having conversations and talking? I know you do screen
I
junkies and some of that. Or are you out there looking for like the AI videos and you're fine watching the history of England where it's
I don't
clearly
know
an
that
AI video?
I don't know that anyone's truly out there looking for the AI videos. Now, are they being fed them? Maybe, but are they looking for them? No. And I would say that generally speaking, at least, most of the population doesn't really want to have to deal with the AI slop. And so I don't know that it's just a Gen Z or Gen Alpha, even, sort of thing.
Well, that's why I wanted. That's why I
They're
would want
feeding it.
to.
We're all feeding it. But I mean, anyone who's on socials, in my opinion, at least, says, speaking of old man yelling at sky, right? Anyone who's on social media is feeding that beast.
But I think that's why I said I would want to. If I was interviewing him when that quote was said, I would have immediately asked the follow up. Can you please tell me what schlop is? Can you define schlop just so we have an understanding of where you are with your statement?
But I mean, you quick yes, that's a fair question to ask. I
Now,
just don't know that it's you're gonna get any sort of worthwhile response from it.
well, here's the danger and the problem of how young he is. And I'm not. He put out a movie that is well. No, I want to clarify
Uh-huh.
that in a second because I know that sounds really weird. But give me 2 seconds on that. And I want to say I understand that A, he's put out a movie I really want to see. B, it is doing gangbusters. Like it is
Backrooms.
still no Obsession. This is
Oh,
the
okay.
Obsession one. Sorry, I didn't know which one it was, but I looked up to see who it was. Obsession is still doing great. Like it is still selling out. Like 10 p.m. showings here. Like
Wow.
and it's been out for like a month. It's doing great. It's getting Oscar nomination, Oscar buzz. Like
Wow.
they because they want to push the girl to get an Oscar. Um, I hear it's a fantastic movie. I've heard nothing bad about Obsession. Okay, where I wanted to say where his dangers is his youth is there are a lot of directors who start off early. Kevin Smith is one, and he acknowledges this. You get to Hollywood, and you get all this rush of excitement and people coming at you and wanting you and thinking you are the best at the best. And sometimes you open your mouth and don't think about it. You think, if I say I'm the cool director, I can be like, I don't like blank. I don't like Scorsese
Mhm.
because he's passe or whatever the phrase is that you're going to say. And I
Uh-huh.
forgot which one Kevin Smith said because he put his foot in his mouth. Then when you get a little bit older, you're like, oh, I was young and I really shouldn't have said, like, I should have been more careful on what I'm saying. But I was the people coming at me for everything, and I felt I needed to be. You might feel like you need to say the clickbaity thing because that's what we're
Hmm.
taught now in society. What can you do to get a storyline out, a story beat? And you say something clickbaity, and you might regret it. I would be curious to know: does Corey Barker, in 5, 10 years, if he's still directing, feel that this statement is that situation? Was this a moment where he might have accidentally said something he didn't mean to? I would like to give him the benefit of the doubt. He's clearly a talented director, but I just have issues with his statement. That's all.
Uh, Okay. I
Most
think we'll stay at odds for this one, but
that's
yeah.
okay. Clarify schlop. I think we can all agree on though. Just clarify what were you saying was schlop? Is it the Mandalorian and Glow Grooves? I agree that's schlop. That was sloppily put out there.
Oh shit.
But if you're going to be like, well, let's be honest, Fast and the Furious 11 is probably going to be sloppily put out there.
There's gonna be a lot of effects to say the
But
least.
but I mean, I'm trying to think of a sequel that came out recently that's uh 24 Jump Street will probably be a quality-ish sequel because I've heard that 22 Jump Street was actually better than the original. They will
A
take
lot
their
of people
time.
would say that, yeah.
They will take their time and they will probably get that right. Would that be considered schlop because it's part of the sequelization? And if that's his thing, I could totally get that. I 100% understand the sequelization of everything is just slop and let's stop with all the sequels. I totally get that. If you want to defend and say that Marvel is schlop because they've just put out so many things, I totally understand that statement. I'll disagree with you, but I totally can get that statement, that sentiment, because people are burned out.
Hmm.
But that's why I really wish I could get some clarification on what he meant by that. So
All right. I mean, I
still
guess that's fair. Like
still want to see
clarification is one thing.
yeah, still want to see Obsession. I still want to see Obsession.
Absolutely.
I
Me
will
too.
see it, and
Yeah.
if it's fantastic, I will praise him.
When are you going to go
Was
see?
it?
Like, why? I mean, you have the pass. Why haven't you gone to see it? Is it because it's always sold out?
No, it's timing. The movie
Hmm.
theaters here don't show movies late enough all the time for me to be able to go. It
Okay.
really needs to be like the 10. I would have gone tonight. We're recording. Tomorrow night, we're recording. So that cuts it down. I think it's late. When I looked, I was gonna go see it Sunday.
Hmm.
I mean, I wasn't able to. And then I looked and I saw that it's not showing up after Wednesday. So I don't know if it's here past.
It
If
might
it's
be done.
here this weekend, I plan on trying to go see it.
Okay.
I might try to do a double feature and do that and Backrooms. So it was
Not a
just a
bad double
weird,
feature.
yeah, it was just a weird timing thing for that.
All
So
right.
that was the only reason I didn't get to go. Anyway, Blackening. What are your thoughts now that
Um,
we've ranted about
really
old
gone off
man
track.
yelling?
Yeah. I
You want some
so
special
I
drink? Some sugar and
oh my God.
vodka?
So I very much like the self-awareness of this movie.
Yes.
I watching it again, I picked up on so much more. Like there's so many good just movie making little moments. Like
Mhm.
one of the good examples is when they're playing the game, right? They're all giving each other the pieces. Who are you?
Hmm.
The one that's left over for Clifton is
Yeah.
the dice, meaning like he's rolling the dice, he's playing the game, he's controlling the game, if you will. He's a game master,
I didn't
you could
even
even
pick up
say.
on that. But
But
I guess
then,
it makes sense you would pick that up on the
right.
second watch because you already.
And then when he goes out and dies, or they vote him out and he dies, if you will, um, and then they move the pieces before being like, reverse square because whatever. They grab the pieces and move them all, but the one that's leading all of them, essentially in the grouping of
uh
bundles, is the dice, which means he's not off the table and he's actually still guiding them through it.
Didn't pick that up at all. But again,
Yeah.
you had the
But
context
yeah,
because you
like I
had
said,
seen
there's
it.
context to know. And then also like I got to focus a little bit more on the lines and the clips and stuff. And there's a lot of homage. There's a lot of repeating, like I'm feeling woozy here. You catch stuff like that. Like there's a lot of love given for other horror movies in this one.
That you definitely I caught a lot of.
Yeah.
And I didn't write down all the
And I like
lines,
that.
but there was a whole lot of references. Like when you first see the game and it's the Scream stuff. And they're talking
Hmm.
about like, okay, Jada Pinkett and I forgot who
Yeah.
the guy is.
No, they were only for like the first
Yeah.
like bit, the two stars died right away. That one was weird. And then they just like they're the two biggest of the black stars in the movie.
Yeah.
Yeah, the two at the same time.
I gotta say, the dick move from the game was the friends question. Was like name five
Yeah,
African
that's a tough one.
Americans who were in twin
The
and
five,
friends,
not
the
just
five,
five.
and they named five, and then and he was like, nope, wrong, should have been what was it like? Fool, I've never seen that or something like that.
Yeah, I've never
I,
seen Friends or whatever.
yeah,
But I mean, this goes to like what the ending was, but I would agree with you. Yes, I'd have been so pissed.
yeah.
And I,
Um,
not to jump around too much, but it's the ending that to me sours this movie over anything else. Otherwise, it's a great movie until
what about
the
the end
final 20
sours you?
minutes. So I think it's the portrayal of Clifton and the ridiculous sort of clown-like character he is.
Mhm.
He's a caricature of Carlton, right? A
Yes.
slash Urkel. Um, and it to me, it just never because he is this like nerd and stuff like this. It's just not as believable. What I would have preferred is like he comes back and like I think there's several ways to do it. If you wanted to keep with the nerd thing, that's fine.
Hmm.
But I think he has to be more cunning, right? He has to have more charisma. Like I don't know that him just being the nerd character works entirely. Like he could have still been uptight, rigid, right?
Hmm.
Whatever, and had the nerd background. But now he's this mastermind, and now he potentially has the ability to mean more, right? And I know that like it's too easy of a why right by the end of it.
Hmm.
The why that they say of like I'm not black enough and things like that, I thought was a really good motive, just a poorly executed with this character choice. And I don't blame just the actor.
Yeah.
I would say it's a directing choice, it's a writing aspect to it, but there's so many better ways that I can't articulate here. I won't, that you could have done this kind of flips perspective where I just think you could have had the nerd turn out like a glow up of some
Yeah.
sort, or you could have had it where it's really like the something to the extent of like the woman who was like her father was white, so there could have been a bigger question about what is black,
Mm-hmm.
right, if you are of mixed descent, um and things like that. There's so many ways to have elevated this. Even the final moments, you could have still pretty much had the same movie for most of it, but with a little bit of a character change around Clifton, this could have elevated to something that says far more than what this was, because at the end of the day this becomes kind of a silly comedy
Mm-hmm.
because of it loses like it's not quite a gross out comedy in the way of like a Van Wilder or Scary Movie, for example,
Mm-hmm.
but it's almost like a joke on itself, and not in a good way. Like, I think it's best summed up by the very last scene where they get blown away by water. And how kind of stupid that just looked and felt. Like, it's a joke, a ha, but like also really poorly looking, right? Like in terms of execution and look. And so like that is very nitpicky. This is a movie I could see myself watching again and
Mm-hmm.
again, even maybe. Like there, like I said, there are plenty of stuff to like hark on,
Mm-hmm.
but a lot of the villain aspect of this really is far more shallow than it needed to be.
All right. I I think with Clifton, what would have been interesting once it's revealed that it's
Mm.
Clifton, if he would have like, and you said I wasn't black enough, and I went away, and I got mad, and then I went to the gym, and then I
Yeah,
became.
exactly.
And if he would have done like that Superman reveal of like, and then have one of the women be like, "Damn, Clifton got
Right.
fine."
And that's what I'm saying. Like, you could have had it where he could have still been like a Republican,
Yeah,
voter, and some of those key stuff that like you're like, how does that
yeah,
work, in the community? Like, it's like a,
yeah.
gay Republican, basically sort of same premise. You could have, in a drag queen movie.
Mhm.
But like in this one, you're just kind of like, well, if you had just had a little bit of a glow up, and then he could have still been all that and
Yeah,
still been sacrificed, right?
yeah,
You could have, to me, that final payoff would have been so much more when you're like, oh shit, he is a mastermind.
yeah,
Instead, it feels like he's a bumbling clown still
yeah,
that pulled this off. And you're like, but it's not, there's no threatening behind him. There's no cunning villainy. There's no Joker element,
yeah.
where you're like, ooh, this guy might actually be fucking crazy.
I agree with that. I do appreciate in that last bit when
He
they
undersells
establish
himself as a villain, I guess.
they establish it early during are they're playing spades at the beginning, right?
Roughly, yeah,
Yeah, so
early
they're
on.
playing spades
In the
and
house, at least.
the
Yeah.
two women look at each other and they're communicating telepathically. And they establish that the women can do that.
Right.
I
That could have
lo-
been an element to bring back.
well they do bring it back, remember? Because they bring it
But the
back in the
men suck. The men that I hate that joke. It
well,
doesn't work for me.
well, I thought it was amusing, except for I liked when the gay guy could do it, and I don't know their
Yeah.
character
The
names for
gay
that.
guy could have
I
made sense to
I
keep doing
thought
it.
it was great, and he's like, "Hey, I want you to do blah blah blah." Okay, and then when he communicates to the first guy, that I don't mind because I'm like, okay, maybe the women could do it to the men if they really want to, but they don't because they want to be
Yeah.
secretive.
Yeah, I
So
get
he can do it to the guy, and I love his response, like, "Damn, I thought only women could do this." It's
it.
when Clifton heard it that I was like, well, that's just dumb. Why can he?
Yeah, they break their own fun,
Yeah.
in my opinion.
If he
They
hadn't
get in their own
heard
way.
it, then I think it would have been better on that
Hmm.
little bit. I like the cop. I like Dietrich Bader. I've been watching, going back and watching Carrie. But I love that he's Officer White, and when he opens the door, or Ranger White, and when he opens the door, or they open the door, and there he is. He's like, "No, one of the good was, I would decline coming to your barbecue." Well, why would you decline?
Yeah.
Like,
Whoa,
well,
what the hell?
because of blah 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 blah. And they're like,
I would be honored, but
okay,
I would also recognize it's not my space to be a part of.
yeah. And then they're
You're
like,
like, oh,
and I love when they're
all
like,
right.
yeah, we're gonna put our hands down now. Yes, please.
Yeah, it's
Dietrich
good.
Bader, perfect to play that. And then when he's
Yeah,
like,
Doctor
Rach,
Officer White,
it's like white, white, white. Can you hear me? White,
White,
white.
White,
Constantly
White.
just saying white. No, no, they got me. I thought he was one of
And they
them.
had good moments of commentary. Yeah,
Yeah.
there's a lot of great red herring moments.
He was my favorite. I was like, fuck, he is.
But they have a lot of good commentary to this. Like, I mean, to the point of the Vader stuff, like, do you really
Yeah,
trust this cop or this
yeah,
ranger in this case? But like,
yeah,
yes, and like as the audience, you don't trust him until he's dead, and you're like, oh, I
yeah.
guess he was fine. Yeah, like, but like you're like that plays throughout the whole thing. There's a lot of moments where it again they get right up to it, just saying so much, and
Mhm.
then they kind of drop the ball with the Clifton side of
Yeah,
things. But even like you go to like the final scene, like where they're like, oh, what do we do now? Right? We're on the run. He might not be dead. You know how this goes. Well, what should
yeah,
we do? Call the cops? Yeah, right.
yeah,
And then like that another moment I caught that I don't know that I caught the first time is they all like as they're ending laughing, they just look at the camera. Like what and it's not a look of like wink, joke
yeah,
da. It's more like isn't this sad? Like, what do we do? Right?
yeah,
We can't trust the cops. We can't call them. We can't like. It's a little bit of a commentary
yeah,
moment, at least as I took it, of like we have no out of this horror. Right?
yeah,
We are either being chased by racists who want to kill us, black people who think whatever side of
yeah,
it, or cops who we can't trust. Right? There's just so many elements to that look. Right? That again
yeah,
I think there's a lot of good filmmaking here. There's
yeah.
just something fell apart in the Clifton side of things,
I wonder if it's the oh
and
no,
it
different.
bugs me because like I will say like not to get ahead, but when we get to ratings, I this bumped up for me, but only barely because like that Clifton stuff is the final 15-20 minutes of the movie. And
Yeah,
so like the whole point, I'm like, oh man, this is a lot better movie than I think I judged it before. And then hits that I'm like, oh yeah, this is why. Like
like
this is and then
this
it
is
kept, and
so.
then like it kind of like it keeps fumbling on itself. Like it stumbles and stumbles and stumbles and stumbles and stumbles. And you're like, all right, we get it. Like it just, it's so loose, the whole idea. Then I drove home drunk and hit this kid. Like, what? Like it's just make him evil. You know what I mean? Like there's so much workaround to not be, bad. I don't know.
That's
And
fair.
maybe this is areas where I certain elements I just don't understand because of my background.
We've seen this
The
director, some of
differences.
this director's other work. We've seen Barbershop. At least I have. I'm pretty sure you've seen Barbershop. Um, there's no way
Maybe.
you probably saw Barbershop. Fantastic Four and Fantastic Four: Rise of Silver Surfer.
Oh,
Um,
really?
yep,
This director?
yep. Tim Story.
Interesting.
And he did the ride along movies, which I have not seen.
He redid Shaft,
Yeah, he did the second Shaft with Sam Jackson because there's two, Shaft and then Shaft.
of
He did
course.
the second Shaft. I actually like the first Shaft more, but this one's fine.
Look, you're talking
Um,
about your shaft. You're talking about your balls. I think that you have got the wrong podcast.
I'm just waiting for our Pornhub episode that's coming in the future. He directed Tom and Jerry. That's also going to be a Pornhub episode right there. And Queens. And Queens.
Also, porn episode.
Also Pornhub episode. I just recognized Tim Story's name and I was like, what have I seen of Tim Stories? Um, yeah. Trying to think of what else I want to say. I did think that as weird as the Trump joke was to hear it in this, I actually thought it landed for me.
Yeah,
It's like I voted for Trump
twice.
twice. I thought that worked. The game, I gotta say, such a fascinating, horribly racist game to make. But like the first woman, you're just intrigued. When she's like, well, how do you play it? And he's like, really, you want to play it? She's like, I want to know. Like, it catches you so off guard. You're like, I kind of need to understand how this works.
I think this
Um,
comes back to another like thing. Like I'm like, this this has a lot of franchise potential, in my opinion, with some of this
Yeah.
stuff. If you had taken the horror side of it just a little more seriously,
Hmm.
you essentially would have had Clifton being your first scream, your first ghost face, basically, and
Or
you could have
I
carried
would
it
have said
over.
more like Jigsaw with the
Yeah,
saw.
yeah. I mean, essentially, right? But I'm
Yeah.
saying you don't. Jigsaw would have been the same over and over in every
Yeah.
movie, whereas you could have killed off Clifton and done it again later, right? And still brought in some of those black horror elements and
I
themes and
would like to
satires.
say it could still be like Saw.
All right, fair enough.
Um, no, I think it's a really fast. But the problem with the game is I don't know how you make it work past one story. Because eventually you're just going to have to keep reiterating the same questions over and over again because it's a game.
Yeah, I
You
mean,
need the game to
you'd
be
have to
haunted
improve.
somehow.
You'd have to have it be haunted. You'd have to have the questions be more than just.
Pop culture.
Well, yeah, you'd have to be a little bit more like Juneteenth, type
Yeah.
questions, or right instead of just black, cultural
Mhm.
references. It would have to dive into the lore a little bit more, right?
Yeah.
Of like Juneteenth or Black history in general, right? And kind
Mhm.
of the traumas of and things like that.
How
Um,
did, speaking of the game, how did it work?
what do you mean?
Now that I think about it, Clifton's in the room with them when they're doing it. So what was making the
I'm
voice?
assuming there's a little recording or someone else. I think they break into that other room in the basement at some point and like notice all the TVs and stuff. So someone else
Yeah,
is, the other two guys at least are in the other
you
rooms.
think one of
Is
them's doing
that's
it?
that's the best I got. I mean,
Okay.
that's the problem with the kind of quick, tidy wrap up they try to do was
Hmm.
that as cool as it kind of was to watch them kill the two guys, I didn't mind that.
Yeah. Look
The
at you liking murder and death.
well, I mean, in fairness, you barely get to see, them just go at like with the claws of pins, was it?
Yeah.
But like, yeah, it didn't cover its tracks well,
I I think
I guess is
where
what I'm trying to
this
get to.
I think where this stands is if I were to look at it, some of our other horror stuff that we've done, it's a really interesting idea,
Hmm, definitely.
but needs improvement on the execution. Like
Yeah,
Smile to me.
yeah.
Smile's an
Yeah.
interesting idea, but Smile 2 improved on the execution and makes a better movie. I think if you could find a way to get around the Clifton spot, maybe Clifton's dead and he's haunting the game now. Like you can do a little bit of stuff.
I think
Like
the problem is I can't think of how to get past some of the stuff now that they played the comedic side. The fact that Clifton was such a clown
yeah,
is hard for me to picture. Like, how do you make it a serious? Because in order to make a franchise, if I know it's no scary movie. It's not
right.
so ridiculous that you can just essentially parody whatever's new.
Well, I think he would have to haunt the game. And then you can still let
But
him
I
be the
don't.
clownishness within the game.
I guess. I guess.
But what and that would maybe get away from the card angle because with those cards, you kind
Yeah.
of get screwed being stuck with the same questions. But if the
You
game
could
is
essentially have a
asking you
different
questions,
game too. You could have a different board game type setup where the next one could have more of a Ouija vibe now that he's a ghost, and that could be how you introduced him as the spirit, more so.
yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. Like, but otherwise, I really enjoy it. I think the actors, I think the storylines are fun.
Hmm.
A little bit cliche, but it kind of works. It's kind of what you want to see from like storylines of like, okay, your boyfriend coming back isn't trusted, things like that all work.
Hmm.
The gay best friend on drugs, is kind of fun.
When the Molly kicks in,
Yeah. Someone kissed my neck. No, man.
I liked when the Molly kicked in. I gotta say, Allison, I loved. Um, Grace Spears, Beers. I loved her. I thought she was fantastic.
Was she the one who gets shot early on, or is she the one in the yellow?
No, she's not yellow. She's the
She's blue, right?
yeah, she's blue.
Okay. Yeah, no, I agree.
She was great. I
I
liked
can't
yellow. I
I
thought
can't
yellow
I
was
can't
fine,
see
but
her picture's too small, so
sorry. Sorry,
it's
I have a
fine.
small picture.
Hey yo.
God. All right, final thoughts and review of The Blackening.
The blackening. Final thoughts. It's a good movie. I definitely recommend people check it out.
Um,
It's the only Juneteenth horror movie I can think of.
it's the only one I can think of
Um,
too.
I think it's fun. I think it serves itself well, but it undercuts itself, and it could have certainly been better. Um, I'd like to keep, like I said, I'm sure I'll watch it again at some point, and
Mhm.
maybe my score will keep going up. It went up this time. I think it was three last time. Was so turned off by the ending the first time I remember, and I've got bias still, but like it still just really derailed it for me right at the end, unfortunately.
I get it.
But
You only want a good movie.
I only want a good movie. Make a good movie. I'll go to theater. Um, but ultimately, I did bump it up a little bit. It's now 3.5 for me. I could see it going as high as 4, but really Clifton seems to cap it probably there. And like I said, a lot of the bump up this time came from catching little
Uh,
jokes or nods or themes and things like that I may not have caught the first time that kind of elevated it. Truthfully,
all right. So 3.5.
yeah.
Um, when I tell you my score in a second, I don't know if I could push it up higher than where I put it. For me, I'll probably watch
Okay.
it again. I actually might show it to Rachel on Juneteenth. I guess it depends. We might go see Toy Story, 5
Hmm.
on Juneteenth.
Very different movies, probably.
Wildly different movies.
Probably.
Probably. I agree with a lot of the same criticisms that you have with it. I think you're a little harsher on the ending than I am. Um, the water
I think I'm just
hose.
disappointed by it as much as I'm frustrated by it.
I guess that's fair. Oh, especially with this journey that we have taken, where you've gotten to see really good examples of horror, and
Hmm.
then you're like, you had a chance,
Right.
and you did this.
You could have
I
been a contender.
could have been a contender. I give this 3.5 stars.
Okay. Hey, look at that. How about it? How about
Again, the weirdness, folks, of how we somehow, without knowing, usually get
it?
really close, if not the same score on a lot of things.
To each other
With
for sure. Yeah.
with some exceptions. There's a couple of like random ones where either you like it more than me or I like it more than you, but generally, on average, we're pretty goddamn close.
Pretty close.
So,
Pretty close.
this next one, neither of us have seen.
No, and honestly, I didn't even realize it was so new.
I didn't either. We're gonna watch Summer of '84, folks, and unfortunately, this is a rent or buy situation. It is not
Mhm.
available on any streaming services. But currently, as of this moment, it is $9.99 on iTunes or rent for $3.99. You will have to decide what you want to do because I'm not going to tell you. If this were like, I don't know, if this were the Meg and it was like $4, I'd be like, buy the Meg. The Meg is an amusing enough movie. It's worth the price, but I can't speak on this one because I have not seen it.
Yeah, not.
Um, so look forward to it. Eric, let's see what you did. You picked this. You picked this. If
I
this is
did. Let's see how
awful,
it
if
goes.
this is trash, blaming you. Blaming you. And I just realized, Eric, don't know if you noticed this, but we got to do a double feature next week.
Oh, oh,
I
okay.
think. Did we do that? I
I
feel
think
like we
so.
did.
I think you're right.
Or maybe those were just days we are doing. We'll talk about that in a minute. All right. Well, thank you, Eric. Thank you so much. And as always, everyone, if you have questions, comments, or concerns, write us at notfunnyguys.offthereels@gmail.com. That's notfunnyguys.offthereels@gmail.com. Let us know those questions, comments, and concerns over on the TikTok. Find us at nfg.offthereels, over on Insta at not_funny_guys_presents. On Twitter is Not Funny Guys Pod. On Blue Skies, the Not Funny Guys. And on YouTube as the Not Funny Guys. Dr. John is going through all of News Radio, every single episode of News Radio. He'll be doing that for quite a while. And we just put up our last video episode of our Batman run. If you guys want us to do more of those, let us know.
Go watch the
Until,
videos.
yeah,
Get us the
watch the
views.
videos, get us those
Send them,
views.
share them, like, subscribe. You get all that.
If you want us to do something video related over here, let us know by writing us at notfunnyguys.offthereels. We're not opposed to it. Not opposed. We're whores. We'll do what you want if it gets us more likes and clicks. I'm speaking for myself. Eric,
More
I'm a
humans,
whore.
monies.
I'm a whore and we'll do whatever will get attention. All right? Just saying.
Well, you heard it here, folks.
You did. You did. Find me over on the Twitter as Vash_Maxwell. On Letterboxd as VashMaxwell. Find Eric over on Letterboxd as Ekly, Ekly. Check out his ever-growing movie list. What did he watch this week? I have no fucking idea. 'Cause I haven't looked. Because I always like to look when we do Off the Reels, our other podcast that we do. Over on Off the Reels, we just did the Batmans, and then we whipped it out and threw the big old D down with a huge thud onto the table and landed on Danny DeVito. So we rolled the big D to get the
Got the
little
double
D.
D's. Oh,
Got the little D.
the little double D.
A little double D. And the movie we are going to be doing over there is Romancing the Stone, a movie that is near and dear to my heart. Like seriously, Eric's probably like, the fuck movie did you watch? Because that's not what I thought. I really love Romancing the Stone. It's a great movie for me anyway. So I'm excited to see what Eric's going to think, and I hope you guys watch as well. After that, I'll go and tell you what it are over there. So maybe we can get some cross pollination. The second one will be LA Confidential, and then the third one will be Twins. And then
Twins.
and then what is your baseball movie? This is more for me, and I'm just going to throw it this way.
Rookie of the year.
Rookie of the year. I was thinking it was the Rookie for some reason. Rookie
No,
of the year. All right.
very different movies.
Wildly different movies. Well, thank you, Eric. Thank you
Both baseball,
so
though, I guess. I'll give
but
that.
baseball. Thank you so much. So I'm going to tell this story real quick before I
Uh-oh.
sign us off. Because you said baseball. I was at work. I was asking people, what is your favorite movie? Recently, been asking a bunch of people.
Hmm.
My current boss said Blazing Saddles and The Jerk is his favorite movie. To my response to the senior level executive was, I hate cans too. Was my response. And then he followed up with, well, I'm a big fan of the Obscue Find or whatever the nose bridge thing was called. I asked someone else what their favorite movie was, and I got Pretty Woman from one guy, and I got Quentin Tarantino and Godfather from another. But I was on another call. This is the where the shocking one gets to. I'm on another call. I'm talking to someone on Monday,
Hmm.
and before, so we're doing like the normal, hey, how you doing? Like kind of catching up.
Hmm.
And then I'm like, all right, well, okay, we just get to the call. And he goes, oh, but I have something important I need to tell you. Now I'm thinking to myself, okay, well, what did I do wrong? I'm
Sure.
like, what's going on?
Where
Or
where's the
what's
pink
this?
slip?
Yeah, what's this project you're about to throw my way that I don't want to deal with?
Right.
He goes, I've got to tell you my favorite movie because I didn't get to tell you the other day. And I'm like, oh, yes, absolutely.
Oh.
What is your favorite movie? I like
You've
perk up
sold
instantly.
him.
And he goes, I love underdog stories and I love sports movies. And at this point, it could go anywhere. That's every fucking sports movie.
Mostly.
So I will give you one hint. I will tell you what the sport is.
Is it
And
the rookie?
no, that would be very funny.
Okay.
I will tell you what the sport is, and you try to guess what movie you think this might be. And I'll give you three shots at it. All right.
All right.
Underdog story is the idea. Okay.
Okay.
Again, every fucking sports movie. It is baseball related.
Okay.
So what do you think his favorite movie is?
Baseball related.
Baseball related. Yeah, three guesses.
Angels in the outfield.
Nope. That's guess number one. Guess number
A
one.
League of Their Own.
Nope. That's guess number two. If
The
you could get
Natural.
nope. Mr. 3000.
I don't know that one.
It's the Bernie Mac movie where he retires thinking that he had hit a 3000 to find out that there was a clerical error and he was three shy. So he has to come out of retirement to go back into baseball to try to get those final three.
Okay. Okay.
His favorite movie.
Never heard of it, but you know what? I'm kind of curious. Maybe I'll check it out.
That's why I told you because it was a
Mr.
base
3000?
Mr. 3000 because it's a baseball movie and I know you're all into baseball. But and once he told me what it was and I discovered what the movie was, I was like, this is like an Eric movie right here. Mr. 3000.
It just
Not
sounds
what I
silly
was
enough. Like, I'll go for
not
it.
what I was expecting for someone to say what my favorite movie is.
surprising for sure.
especially on a work call. So
Yeah,
I'm gonna be very curious if that just becomes the thing where people just start telling me their favorite movies.
they got a
It'll,
reputation to uphold, man. That's
it
that's your
will.
thing now.
You know what? My thing is inclusivity and collaboration and team building, just like we do with this podcast and our podcast brand, where we have, once again, that is Not Funny Guys presents Off the Reels. This one that you're listening
Extra.
to, Not Funny Guys wrestling with the horror of it all. We have Not Funny Guy and Gal colon comma backslash thinking about thinking. We also have Not Funny Politics.
It exists out there. It's in the
It
ether.
does exist and people still listen. I'm still baffled. Anyway,
I think we need to revive it.
I think we do
Right in,
too.
folks.
I've told you, you come up with that idea, I'm there. I'm there. Anyway, thank you so much, everyone, for listening. Thank you, Eric, for everything that you do. It's always appreciated. And remember, until next time, remember to keep it not funny.